Okay, welcome back, and just a quick heads up before this video really starts. Just, I had a little bit of stress the past week, and especially the past couple of days. I didn't have time to be on my PC at all, which is why the audio of this video is actually a bit older. I just lacked the time to edit it, but now I finally got relief from all that hectic stress, and I thought it would be a shame to just throw away this video. So I decided to edit and release it here anyway. Just know that the next couple of videos are going to be on more recent topics again. Alright, so before we get into this, yeah, I know this topic is like, I think about a week old at this point, but I had to prioritize handling my artwork getting stolen, and after that finally got sorted out, I still had the script lying around, and since my viewpoint here is actually one that hasn't been talked about at all regarding this situation, I didn't really want this video to just go to waste. Also, while I'm sitting here rambling, I might as well say my guy Craig Black had picked up the story from last week, where I exposed a female Twitch streamer for faking a stalker, and he further added on to it in his video and gave me a shout out for my work as well, which I greatly appreciate.
Yes, with help from another creator, Materwelon, his video and channel, link in description, link in the corner, you know where to go.
So to the people that came over from Craig, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay, and for others that haven't seen it, I wholeheartedly recommend you have a watch. Craig's a very nice lad, and I think it's really a quite compelling video. Okay, so let's actually get into today's topic now. Today we're going to talk about Swagga's channel getting deleted off the platform, so I'm obviously a part of the commentary community, I guess. I mean, I only interact with a couple of people and didn't have any connections prior to uploading videos of my own, but through the stuff I put out and how I choose to present myself, I am a commentary channel or a critic or something along those lines. And as someone who's part of the commentary community, I know a handful of people by their channels and videos, either through some of them having released videos covering the same subject matter as mine, or cause they have a similar audience to mine. And one of those people is this guy that used to have around 700 subs. His name's Swagga, and I was aware of him through him associating with a lot of commentators I occasionally watch, and his channel got deleted by YouTube, and I do actually have a couple of things to say about it, because people had been relentlessly defending this guy, saying that this is some kind of censorship, and compares to the deletion of channels like Leafy's here, or even to the takedown of critical videos like Goku Naru's video on H3H3, and this in my opinion could not be further from the truth. So let me show you guys my viewpoint here. So right off the bat, I'ma just point out my stance before everyone instantly presses the dislike button. From my point of view, I would have not deleted Swagga's channel. If I was a YouTube employee and had to decide over his case, I definitely wouldn't have punished him like that. All I'm gonna argue for here is that while YouTube's decision might be a bit too harsh, it's not unreasonable at all. In fact, he did actually violate YouTube terms of service pretty severely multiple times, and because of that, it's certainly not censorship that could compare to anyone like Leafy in the slightest. So let me elaborate on that. Swagga, aside from looking like a younger version of every cringy Fortnite YouTuber ever, obviously released a lot of commentary videos, and most of them were pretty alright, and wouldn't violate YouTube TOS, but about a month ago I actually wanted to make a video calling out Swagga, which I ended up scrapping, and the reason I was going to criticize this guy was due to the 3 most popular uploads on his now deleted channel. Sadly, I only have a partial screenshot left here because I think I deleted all the stuff I gathered after I decided I wasn't gonna release the video, and I obviously can't take another screenshot or anything since this channel is, kinda gone now. But here is what I could still find. I think the third one was also titled something along the lines of I leaked Skai Jackson's sex tape or something like that, and from my point of view, this is the only thing I could possibly imagine that would drive YouTube to removing his channel. I mean, it commonly takes 3 strikes in order for a channel to be removed off YouTube, and he made exactly 3 videos on this subject. And I hope I don't have to explain why this is clearly wrong. So if a celebrity's sex tape got leaked, I guess you are a bit scummy for bringing more attention to it if you publicly comment on it like Swagga did, but you would be well within your rights to do so. It would obviously pull a lot of views, and I'd never consider calling people out on that basis. But what Swagga did here is vastly different, because this video is half clickbait, half truth. Since while he doesn't link the sex tape below, instead every single link in his description that he promoted as being a link to the sex tape were actually just links to his other videos. This sex tape really does exist, and the giant issue with this whole situation is that this tape got leaked in January, but it was recorded when Skai Jackson was 17 and her partner 16. Now, think of Skai Jackson whatever you will. I'm not gonna argue on whether she's a good or a bad person. There's definitely a lot of negativity surrounding her in the commentary community in particular, as with the whole doxing children situation. But as a legal matter, this falls under CP. Now you might be thinking, well, he didn't show anything in this video and he was just trolling for views, which is somewhat fair since he did actually gain a lot of attention from this, and I don't think he had any evil motives while recording his upload. But what's problematic is the way he presented this entire thing in this video, by just jokingly and positively talking about it. I obviously can't show clips since they're all taken down now, but he barely spoke out against it or condemned it in the slightest, and while it's essentially just trolling, this acknowledgement of the sex tape existing is causing a lot of harm. Because let's face it, a lot of people clicked onto this video because they wanted to see this tape, which was further boosted by the outlay of the video and by him basically confirming that this whole thing does exist. By constantly referencing it, even though he didn't show it in this video, it caused a shit ton of people to look this thing up. So essentially it was unintentionally promoting this CP. Now to be fair, a lot of people might not have known that she was underage at the time since she is 18 now, but this still created tons of unnecessary traffic on the sex tape, so I'ma just explicitly say, do not go and look up this video. It is downright illegal and a huge violation of privacy. Just be considerate. And this is exactly the problem here. Bringing attention to underage pornography is obviously a scummy thing to do. Now some of his supporters at the time were defending this by saying, well, she's 18 now, so it's okay. And I'm sorry, but going by your fucking logic, I might as well go to my local train station or something, kidnap two 12-year-olds, record the equivalent of the Netflix movie Cuties and only release it 6 years later when they're 18. Yeah, can't hold me accountable, they're 18 now. Like, that's a dumbass argument. He didn't show it in his video, and I don't think his intent was to actively promote it. But that's what his videos undeniably caused, and her being 18 now is not an argument at all, which is why this can't compare to Leafy or Gokanaro in the slightest here. While these two were cases of clear censorship on YouTube, Swagga actually had reasons to be punished, that obviously being the stuff I talked about in this video. Now just to reaffirm, I still would not have deleted his channel. If I were a YouTube employee, I would have striked him once at most, but in regards to the events that happened here, I can understand YouTube's perspective on why they would go through with the termination of this channel, and I still don't think he had bad intentions at all, but this undeniably had a severe damaging side effect, especially since one of the videos got over 50k views. He still made a lot of decent commentary videos regardless, and everyone makes mistakes from time to time. So if you still want to support this guy, he did actually get gifted another channel from a friend of his, so feel free to go over there in case you still enjoy his content. He has 30k, but don't let it fool you, he got handed over a pretty much dead channel. Alright, so this basically concludes everything I wanted to say here, because I did kind of think people were acting way too one-sided here, and Swagga definitely did a lot of stuff he can be held accountable for. But still, definitely let me know your opinion down below. I'm always intrigued to hear you guys' thoughts on stuff like this, and yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, I greatly appreciate it, and make sure to stay safe and have a great day.